Warning, this episode contains the harsh reality of the Disney film Finding Nemo.
If you or your child enjoys Finding Nemo, please do not watch or let them watch this video. It will ruin everyone's childhood.
It actually makes sense. Makes sense because if this wasn't actually spoken about.
No! Get closer to me. Okay, ready? Not that close. Beep, beep. Who get the keys to the Jeep? Okay.
Nope, you don't want me to get close.
Hey guys, it's your girl Michaela.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Marcus, and we are KaylaMar.
And we are back with another video. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome.
And if you're not new, you know who you are.
KaylaMar stars. Stars. We hard in this piece. KaylaMar stars. Okay. And today, we have something different for you guys.
Yup.
We are doing a reaction video because we bring y'all everything. You know, we're going to try a little bit of everything.
Giving you some variety.
Right.
You know, KaylaMar reacts.
Right.
Why can't we react?
Right. We can react. So we're going to try it. Okay? What are we reacting to, Marcus?
We're reacting to your boy, Casual Geographic.
Yes.
That's my guy. That's my guy right there.
Yes, Marcus watches him all the time. So we had to find one Marcus hasn't seen.
Yep, and it took us a minute.
It did. But we here.
But we found one.
So we gonna
let's
react.
see what we found. Let's see what we found. Hold on.
You
Hold
ain't
on.
know the name.
Hold on. I had to pick a random one I haven't seen.
should
So
like
yeah, hold on
together.
now. Hold on now. Slow it down. Ooh.
Why you picked this?
I didn't mean to. I just picked a random one. So sorry. He did it.
No, Marcus did this.
He
would've
did
picked
it.
this. It's called Ruining Your Childhood for 10 Minutes.
So those of y'all who know anything about Casual Geographic, your childhood just might get ruined. I'm sorry.
I ain't ready.
I'm sorry.
All right.
And he's starting off with, you like Nemo?
I wasn't a huge fan, so I'll be okay with this one.
Okay, cool. For all you Nemo fans,
What's the full name? Let me see if you know.
full name of what?
This movie.
Finding Nemo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
Good job, baby. Good job.
You see why I don't like her? I used to work in retail. Of course I know the name of this.
All right, I'm just checking.
All right, so again, for all you Nemo fans, sorry. I'm sure he's not going to stay on Nemo. He might, though.
Let's go.
Hold on, let's turn this up a little bit. Turn this up a little bit because you a little deaf.
I'm not the deaf one.
All right, here we go.
Disney, yeah, I gotta explain this. So the reason Nemo's an only child and can't celebrate Mother's Day outside of a graveyard is because a barracuda came and nearly clapped his entire bloodline. One problem though, barracuda don't eat clownfish, but you know who does? According to extensive research, Google, clownfish are known cannibals that will spawn, kill, and eat their own young. Oh, but that's not all. In clownfish society, the females are bigger, stronger, and more dominant than the guys. So if Marlin's wife went on a murking spree, I'm talking full cannibal Lecter, he would have been too weak to stop her. So what if his wife Casey Anthony, man, I use that joke a lot. What if his wife squad wiped his family and then he was so traumatized that he blamed an imaginary barracuda for the mass genocide of his children? And what if as a coping mechanism he pretended that he was able to save one, which he named Nemo, a name that literally means nobody? It actually makes sense. Makes sense because if his wife was actually...
No!
Disney!
Seem too much. Disney!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, that's why he disappeared, because his name is nothing. I think I know some people that didn't name, their animals and stuff Nemo after this movie.
I think some people name their kids Nemo.
I hope not, y'all.
No, yeah.
I hope not.
Matter of fact,
I hope Marcus just got that wrong. It was Nemeta or something. Nemoto.
y'all think I got it wrong?
Motorola.
Watch this next pop-up.
All right, Marcus. This is already making me a little sad. Are you done drinking water?
Yeah, go ahead.
Killed in front of him, according to clownfish rules, he would turn into a female to replace her. That could explain his severe
that back. We missed something. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna run that. Okay, I know I'm a little far back, but I gotta make sure I hear all of this. Don't say nothing. I gotta hear this.
He was able to save one, which he named Nemo, a name that literally means nobody. It actually makes sense. Makes sense because if his wife was actually killed in front of him, according to clownfish rules, he would turn into a female to replace her.
Oh.
So clownfish can just change they
Sex.
They can just change everything. Like, you know what?
Wow.
You know what? I'm ashamed, so I'm gonna go ahead and just. My wife just murked everybody, so let me go ahead and turn into a woman.
I mean, that's kind of powerful. I respect that.
You
That's
respect
kinda
what?
cool.
You respect what? Him changing into a woman?
It's not a him. It's a fish, baby. It's an animal. Chill out.
They don't have male or female fish?
I believe so.
So how is it not a him?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's not a man. It's a fish.
It's not a man fish?
It is, baby, but I think that's cool. He's taking it too personal. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know of any men who think that's cool.
Comment down below.
Fellas, if you think that's cool, tell me I'm wrong.
They can switch like
And
that.
I'm open. If you can make that make
That's
sense.
power.
If you can make that make sense, let me know.
Come on.
Trust issues after the love of his life erased his entire family. Disney, you have 24 hours to respond, or I'm just gonna assume the worst. Dark facts about finding Nemo. Nemo would have suffered a brutal death once he got flushed. As a saltwater fish, his body would be used to pulling in water. But in a sewer plant with fresh water, that water would just get forced into his body. Basically, he'd get internally waterboarded until he died a painful, water-intoxicated death. Finding Nemo convinced millions of dumb kids that they could flush their fish back into the ocean. What they really did was commit unintentional homicide because their fish would get eviscerated by sewer treatment machines. If you were one of those kids, you're a murderer. When Bruce cries about never meeting his father, there's truth in that.
That is so mean.
If you're one of those kids, you're a murderer.
I would, whenever I had my pet fish, I forgot their names.
Did you flush it?
I did flush it, but I flushed it. Hold on. I flushed it, but because it was dead. I knew it was dead. It was dead.
You sure?
No, I knew. I
How you know
flushed
when
it
it's
because it
taking
was
a nap?
dead. What? It was dead. Stop it. But
Remember
I was
Arnold's
always
fish?
no. But I was always scared that it was gonna pop out my shower head, or whenever I was taking a bath, it was gonna be like coming out the spout.
How old are you?
5, 6.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Okay.
I'd be like, "Oh, mama, I don't want to take it. I don't want to take a bath." And she'd be like, "Why?" And I was like, "The fish gonna come out. Harold gonna come out."
You named your fish Harold?
Okay, moving on.
I'm just asking. I'm not
Yeah,
clowning.
it's Harold.
Okay, nothing wrong.
Isn't that a
with
good
this.
fish name?
Yeah.
Okay, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, next.
So many guys that one litter of shark pups can have 5 dads. Even if his father didn't dip like a future pro athlete, Bruce would have no way of knowing who his real dad was because his mother was for the trenches. If you rewatch
This is messing up everything. Y'all don't have your kids watch this one.
Yo, we got to put a disclaimer from the beginning of this.
Don't have your kids watch this one.
Ooh.
Good Lord.
Ooh. So maybe we need to be a little more understanding. Oh man,
It's not that funny, Marcus.
I'm just saying, like, you know, guys out there calling women thoughts, they ain't doing this.
shark pups can have 5 dads. Even if his father didn't dip like a future pro athlete, Bruce would have no way of knowing who his real dad was because his mother was for the trenches. If you rewatch Finding Nemo, you'll realize that Nigel the Pelican last saw Nemo seemingly dead in the fish bag. This scene is the last time we see him, so there's a good chance he went the rest of his life thinking Nemo got killed in front of him, and he probably blames himself for it. Since all clownfish are born male, Marlinwood became the dominant female once his wife died, and since there were no other clownfish around, he would have done something to Nemo that no amount of fish there...
wait.
All clownfish are born male?
So they're supposed to switch anyway.
So you mean to tell me if I'm a clownfish, I'm born a guy, at some point I switch to a female just so I can mate with a... I'm glad I'm not a clownfish.
Power.
If it was up to... That's not power. If it was up to me...
is.
If it was up to me, there ain't gonna be no more clownfish.
That's rude, Marcus. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a fish, Marcus. It's not a real human.
I don't care.
Real humans do that. Like,
No, they don't.
well, they're born males and they turn female.
And have babies? No. Ooh.
Come on.
Would ever heal. Dark Finding Nemo facts that you will unfollow.
He's staying on Nemo too.
Nemo was more likely to get cannibalized by his own father than eaten by a barracuda. Barracuda don't eat clownfish or their eggs, but you know who does? Nemo's biggest op wouldn't be a cuda, it'd be his own flesh and blood. Since a whale's respiratory and digestive tracts aren't connected like a human's, it wouldn't have been able to shoot them out his blowhole. Instead, they would have been forced into one of its 4 stomachs where they would have been dissolved alive by the acid. But they wouldn't make it that far because the moment they decided to just keep swimming to the bottom of the ocean would be the moment we saw credits. Anglerfish live more than 6,000 feet underwater. At more than a mile underwater, they'd be under more pressure than a firstborn with immigrant parents. In fact, that much pressure would crush them and force their organs out of their mouth.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
They would be under more pressure than the firstborn of immigrant parents.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't find that funny?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I would have laughed. You didn't laugh.
That was funny to me.
Under more pressure than a firstborn with immigrant parents. In fact, that much pressure would crush them and force their organs out of their mouth. Not a Disney way to die. Dory would have had a caudal spine that could severely injure people or even Marlin if she forgot to be careful. I mean, not like she forgets a whole lot anyway. Dory could fade you because those spines could cause deep wounds that result in swelling, discoloration, and infections. On top of that, she'd be toxic enough to poison people, although I've heard people say the same thing about a voice actor. I should probably explain this. As a clownfish, Nemo would be a saltwater fish, and water moves from higher concentration to lower concentration. Stay with me, I swear to Tom Brady this is going to make sense. So a fish surrounded by salt water means there's a higher concentration of water inside the fish. So high to low, water would leave the fish. So to avoid losing water and joining his mother in the afterlife, Nemo would constantly be taking water in while his kidneys pump the salt out. Now if you put Nemo in fresh water, the opposite happens. In fresh water, there would now be a higher concentration of water outside of Nemo's body, so high to low, water would get pushed into Nemo's cells. But since Nemo spent his entire life in the ocean, he'd be used to swallowing water the way an alcoholic stepfather swallows Budweiser. So Nemo would become overhydrated, his cells would fill with water, and he would be dead before the sequel. So no, fish don't really drown, but they can die of water intoxication, and it's not a good way to get series finale. Since I ruined this movie for a lot of people, here's facts Finding Nemo got right. Marlin would probably survive the jellyfish because as a clownfish he's covered in mucus that makes him resistant to sea anemones and homicidal smucker's fish. Also, the scene where he tells Nemo to brush against the anemone before school is accurate. They brush to build immunity and get the sea anemone used to their presence. If they didn't do this, the sea anemone would sting them every time they entered, which they'd survive, but it'd be annoying. The East Australian current is real, and every summer sea turtles use it to travel from the Great Barrier Reef to Sydney. Females will use it to return to the same beach year after year to lay eggs. Also, Crush was not capping about his age. There are documented cases of sea turtles living to a century and a half, and one allegedly survived 400 trips around the sun. When Bruce relapses like a junkie for nose powder, his eyes turn black like a demon guppy. Shark eyes actually turn white when they're about to put someone on the news because they roll their eyes back to protect themselves. In the beginning, Coral defends her eggs against a barracuda while Marlin begs her to come inside. In clownfish society, females are tough.
Did you just catch what he said?
Yes, baby, I'm listening.
You ain't find that?
I'm learning.
You ain't find that a little disturbing?
No.
Oh, okay, hold on. I don't really know where it's at.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we're just gonna keep playing it. My bad.
And more dominant, so it makes sense that she'd be the one more likely to defend them. Her mistake was that not only are barracuda one of the fastest fish, they respond to motion, so her darting towards the eggs kept her out of the sequel.
Finding Nemo? You tried it.
Disney, you gotta. What's up, Disney?
You gotta do better. Whoever did Alright. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let us know how you enjoyed our first reaction if you want to see more from us. And Ashe.
Peace.